How's it going, y'all? Welcome back. It is 6:19. Just want to give an update. I'm at a terminal, a Warner terminal, and here in Georgia. Um, just to give a little cap of what happened this past week, I had a situation where I was given a load that was exceeding 45,000. Now, I don't know if I had said in previous videos that I had already dealt with a couple of loads that was like 44,000, 42,000, and the first time to deal with at 45,000. Now, I had a struggling time dealing with the 44,000 loads. Not only are they heavy, they're stacked to the top. When you're turning and doing certain particular speeds, the trailer wants to slide or it wants to, slightly give a tilt. So, especially going through the mountain area, it's an issue, and I didn't feel safe dealing with loads going through certain locations that is exceeding that weight limit. So what happened was, I remember that I had got a 44,000 pound load, and I basically sent them a message saying, hey, you know what, I don't feel safe with this load. I honestly would prefer a load that was a little bit more lighter. That's what I'm aiming for. And what happened is, when I sent that message, somebody got back to me and were like, hey, no problem, cool, we'll take the load back and we'll send you something different. So, I went to sleep that day, woke up the next day, and I ended up getting a load that was 45,000 pounds. Now, when you do the total on the truck and the load, after you weigh everything, it's already pushing a total of 77,000 pounds. That's too heavy, and some part of the truck is having an issue with that weight. I don't know that yet until I scale it. So what happens is, I get the load. Now, before I do the load, I call in there because I'm like, I already gave information about how I felt about this, and maybe I want to see maybe they didn't pass down the notes or something. So what happens is, I call in, and this guy interrupts me when I'm explaining myself. He says, you are asking for things that is outside your job description. First, you tell us the specific states that you don't want to go to, and then you tell us that you are feeling unsafe dealing with a load that's too heavy. Now he says, again, you must not fully understand your job description. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to call somebody to have them call you to explain to you what your job description is. Because the last time I checked, you are an OTR driver. You're to go to wherever the load sends you, and you're to take whatever load between light or heavy. So I felt that he was disregarding what I was saying. So what happens is, hang up the phone, and I'm like, I'll just deal with it. Now, as I'm reading through the notes on the tablet explaining to me about the load, there is a specific section in there that's saying to me that not only is the load heavy, but it's unable to get legal. I have explained this to the guy as well. He disregarded that. So then I'm looking in the papers that come with the load, which is called BOLs. I look in there, and there is 2 CAT scale tickets. Now, I'm going to tell you what it says at the end of the paperwork, because I don't want to cut and insert stuff into the story that I'm trying to tell you to make it seem like, okay, I knew this ahead of time. What happens is, I take the load, 45,000, I'm riding it. Boom, I see a sign over there saying that, there's a DOT weigh station coming up. All the trucks got to pull in. I get in there. I had to pull over. The cop is telling me, you know what, your trailer's way too heavy. Go ahead and fix it. He gives me a warning because I could have got a citation and a ticket. So I am doing everything I possibly can, trying to balance out the weight of the truck, even though it already said in the notes it can't get legal. So as I am doing this, I got the hold on the last tandem, stretched out, even played with the fifth wheel a little bit, try to raise it up and slide it back and forth or whatnot. That didn't work. So the guy said, you know what, well, since you can't fix it, just go ahead and pull over till you have somebody come out and get you. So what happens is, I end up staying at the weigh station for like 3 days. Now I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and look at those BOLs again, and I'll look at the tickets. And it seems that the previous driver writes in pen at the end of the ticket, he says, I have the tandem slide all the way to the back, and I can't get this trailer legal. So then when I call in and I explain to them what I found in the ticket and all that stuff, they say to me, well, hey, you should have weighed out the truck, and you could have, found this out before. It's like, one, I knew this before because I explained to you what it said in the notes on the workflow, on the tablet. I'm just letting you know that another driver said the same thing. It has nothing to do with the fact that I weighed the truck or not, because if I weighed the truck, it would have just came back all the same. You guys already had the information about the truck being too heavy. Yes, I understand that, gas prices is all the way up. So to be proficient, people is going to stack the hell out of these trailers, front to back, top to bottom. And the thing I'm trying to explain to people is that just because it's proficient doesn't mean it's safe. Riding around here with loads that's exceeding 40,000 pounds, I know most of these drivers are feeling the weight of dealing with that responsibility, the danger of the responsibility, the sluggish and speed of the responsibility, the difficulty of you having to manage that load. Now, me personally, I'd rather people just stack about, between 30 to 35 pounds inside the trailer, split the weight amongst two different trucks, go the same direction. Not only will they be safe, they would get there faster, and they'll get paid, and you're still getting paid, and at least the load is safe, because the percent of you losing the load, losing the money, and the driver feeling some kind of way, the possibility is high. It is high. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not no confident, experienced truckers out here, managing with it, but I believe that most of them will say, they wish it was working differently. So what happens is, because of this situation, they have decided to put me on an account that deals with less weight on the loads, a couple of states to go to, and I guess it comes out to being dedicated. And the pay is going to be a lot more than when I get paid now, which I'm fine with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too big on the fact about the money. I'm going to get paid regardless. But it's just the fact that I want to feel safe and secure about what I'm doing. And I don't like the fact that just because the world's going through some crap right now, that I have to function in an unsafe manner to meet your appointment time. I'm not doing that. So this is what it looks like out here right now. I'm at a Georgia terminal. I mean, the reason why I'm even sitting over here where I'm at is because there's another trucker that has a load that I'm supposed to be taking, and I gotta go get it right now. So stay tuned, I'll get you back. It was just the fact that, this trucker, they couldn't find him or whatever case may be and all that. So I'll get back to you guys, Stay tuned, gotta get out here and do my job. Peace.